Hello my friends, Russell here, and this is the quick start video for the Google Plus RSS feed generator. I'm making this video so that you can quickly hit the ground running and not have to spend hundreds of hours watching the over 30 videos that we have in the G++ course. I do recommend that you take the time to speed through some of these videos. I use a speed listening software, and I wouldn't consider taking any video courses without using it. And it's called eNounce, and you can purchase that either through our affiliate link or by just looking it up on Google. Our affiliate link is networkempire.com/tools, and you'll see the eNounce link and it'll take you directly there. Now, this is really all there is to it. Now, please suffice it to say that this is really only looking at a one-to-one relationship of a single blog or website. Blogs are easier because they already have RSS feeds. Okay, this is not a course on what RSS feeds are, how they work, really simple syndication. This starts with the presumption that you have a basic knowledge of RSS and maybe even XML. The bottom line is that RSS allows you to automate things, and WordPress blogs already have RSS feeds associated with the blogs, the categories on the blogs, oftentimes the comments and the pages. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that it is possible with careful planning and curation organization skills to be able to automate posting from your blog to your Google Plus page. Now, that is an advanced feature. This is not something that we're creating a course on here. That's going to fall under our content curation course and our upcoming courses. At the time of this creation of this video, that course is not yet live, but it should be live in December of 2011. So really the process is this. Here's your Google Plus page. If you don't have one, you're going to need to sign up for a Google Plus page and read a little about it and watch the course. Okay, you need to get a Google dashboard to make this work. Okay, you're going to need to then go to your Google Plus page and grab the code. I have videos that show you how to do it. I'm actually going to walk you through it in this video. Grab the code, put it into your Google Plus account, and then you've got a feed. And you can syndicate that feed out to the various social media networks, or you can use done-for-you services and the rest to syndicate those everywhere. Now, at this point, it really does matter what you're publishing on your blog, because that's just how you get the stuff onto your wall, whether it's your Google Plus personal page or your Google Plus business page, is entirely up to you. My software is simply designed to turn your Google Plus and your shallow pluses, both deep and shallow, which we're the only real course that teaches you the difference, turns both of those functions into an RSS feed. Most people don't do anything with those RSS feeds as far as self-promotion or syndication, and Google has been more and more taking away your power to share RSS feeds, such as removing the RSS feed from the Google Shared Reader and instead turning it to the Google Plus sharing button. This is not helpful if you're into serious marketing and if you want to build your WR1s and WR2 blogs, which we talk about in our other courses. So the bottom line is that you'll create a Google Plus page, you'll grab the code, you'll put it in our software, and then you'll take that RSS feed that comes out of the software, which Google doesn't allow you to make, and it's not easy to make RSS feeds from Google Plus that are not corrupted or that don't resolve well. There's a few things out there that do work, like some Chrome extensions and the rest, but they do not make quality standard feeds with GUID that don't break when you run them through Facebook and mass syndication services. Okay, you need a robust feed creator like we've created for you. All right? And as a bonus, I'm going to introduce you to the plugin that I use to put in my blog, so that every time a blog post, whether it's a WR1 blog or a WR2 automated blog, like an automatic video blog or a curated video blog, will automatically post to the persona or the Google Plus page that I assign to that plugin. This was made by some friends of ours on the Warrior Forum, and it really does supplement and add more power to your Google Plus promotions, but only use it if you know what you're doing, and only use it if you're clear. Okay, so let's begin. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to turn my friend's Google Plus page, Ramona of Pure Far Infrared's Google Plus page into an RSS feed. So you simply go to, the fastest way to go to somebody's feed is if you're logged in as that person, or you're logged in as you, just go to google.com. I'm currently logged in as myself. You can see here, and because Russell is up here. And that's not going to be useful because she's a client of mine. I happen to have her username and password, but one thing I want to point out is that you don't even need it in order to turn somebody else's feed into somebody else's Google Plus status updates into an RSS feed. So notice I clicked on my name, okay? And then I'm going to click on the profile, and this is me. And because I know that I'm connected to Ramona in my circles, I can actually type her in right here. And I immediately recognize her because she's a client. And then I go to her profile, okay? You can tell that you're on her personal profile because only Ramona's status updates are going to appear, okay? What you're going to want to do now is grab her profile, okay? This is her profile ID right here. And it's a series of, I think, 12 numbers, okay? And you just copy and paste them. You can put them onto a clipboard if you feel more comfortable doing that. So if I wanted to, I could put it right here, okay? And I'm just showing you how to not lose data in case you're not really familiar with the application. The next step is you're simply going to want to log into the Google Plus RSS software. Software looks like this. Please use the username and password that came with your account. Okay, and you should log in. Now you can ignore all of this stuff, the feed mixers, templates, analysis reports. This is stuff that we have coming for you. And you're going to want to click on projects. You can already see that I have my own personal feed up here. There's a lot of different things. There's a delete the whole thing if you want. Now if you've purchased the one feed for $9 a month or the 30-day free trial, you're only going to have access to one, so just be careful which one you use. Or you can purchase 3 for $17 a month, or there's unlimited at $47 a month. I use unlimited because in my personal account I have over 40 individual personas because I use them for my automatic video Pinterest sites to automate them and those personas. And we'll show you how we do that in conjunction with another blog plugin. So all you're going to do is create a project. You're going to click projects, and over here you can see create project, and you're going to put the project name in, but I'm going to first add her code since I don't lose it. I'm going to call this project based on my parameters. Okay. The author name is Ramona Melvin. And this is Google Plus Personal. It's not a business page, which renders this meaningless. You can just let this hang. If you're not using a Google Plus business, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be indicated for anything. Now there is a video right here on how to quickly do all this stuff, so feel free to click on it if you want further instructions from me on how to do it. Okay, the description, I'm just going to put in a quick description. Okay, that's a personal status update. I also do profit targets. Okay, I know that the product is far infrared sauna. This is something that I personally do because there's not a single thing that I do throughout my day that doesn't target, that I don't keep a specific product in mind. Okay, we're going to fetch posts and we're going to fetch plus ones. And I'm going to share a little bit about what this is, but first let's go ahead and leave it active and save the project. Now you're going to see that I have a second, this is an unlimited count. You're going to see that I have a second project that started. Okay, number 2, Ramona Melvin, Pure Fire Infrared, Google Plus Personal. It's generating both posts and both plus ones, deep pluses and shallow pluses. We're going to talk about that. Status, fetch post, fetch plus ones, that means it's active, it's already done it, and is looking for an item count here. It probably hasn't updated yet. It's got 120 item counts, and you can list the items and you can edit the project here or delete the project. Okay. Here's the list of the items from yesterday's project. Okay, it actually shows you what it is that I posted on my personal account. Okay, this has uses that we'll get into at another time. Okay, I don't think that hers is probably pulling anything just yet. Okay, what you would do to confirm that this is working is you would just click on the post and the +1s. Depending upon the browser that you're in, it will pull up the RSS feed. I'm in Chrome, so I have some strange settings. So I'm going to pull over Mozilla. I'm going to show you what the RSS feed looks like. Okay, so I've got Mozilla open, and we're just going to right-click on Ramona's posts. Just right-click and copy link address. We'll put it right in here. And we'll see if her feeds are generated, and they are. Okay. You'll see the last thing that she posted was, what do contaminations, infestations, and infection have in common? Best lice treatment, this was October 31st. Okay, so a lot of these things, okay. So what you're really seeing here is the update. From here on, you're going to see the time that's specific to when the fetch has been made to her Google Plus account. And so you'll see these changes occurring. These changes are very important, and the way that we coded this is very important. There's a couple of free Chrome extensions and other softwares that generate a feed out of the Google Plus status updates, but they're very poor. They almost break whenever we put them anywhere, whenever we convert them in, for example, Feed Burner or anything else, Feed Blitz even. They just break. You have to have a good coder create feeds, and if you're going to run them through something like Twitter feed and the rest, you want to make sure you have a good time date stamp on them, especially into Facebook. Facebook, especially RSS graffiti, will reject these feeds if you do not have a properly formatted feed. Okay? So what we're looking at here are her recent status updates. Let me just show you a comparison just to make sure that you understand. Let's go over here. The last thing she published was Proposition 37. Okay, and you can see on this feed that at the bottom of the feed page, this is the recent post at the bottom. I'm going to have my developer flip this over, because this is actually the last post she had. This thing should actually be right side up. In other words, the most recent should be at the top. But that's okay. Most feed readers that are reading GUIDs will take it in the proper order. But I like people on the visual reader to be able to see it in the proper order. So this is the most recent thing she's done. If Proposition 37 passes in California, companies will not be able to use the word natural. Okay? So go up and look at her last post. If Proposition 37 passes in California, companies will not be able to use the word natural. Okay. So there you see that's the last thing that she did. Now there's something missing here because I'm not logged in as Ramona, and that is the +1s, which are these. This is an exciting feature that is going to be an intrinsic part of the content curation or curationprofits.com course, but I want you guys to be able to use it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and log in as Ramona, and I'm going to show you what it is that we're talking about and what we generate a feed with when it comes to this blue dot. Okay, now that I'm logged in as Ramona, you're going to see that what was not here before, this +1s, is now present. And really what this is this is a bookmarking system. Okay, this shows you what it is that you've plussed. And you can ignore these green checks. This is my McAfee running, which is an awful thing, but it's something that I have on this computer at the moment. These are the last things that she plussed. Okay? And we teach a method called premium content curation, which teaches that you should pretty much plus yourself. It's not that you can't plus other people's things, it's just that if you're syndicating everything out to a feed and your RSS is going out to these feeds, it's really best that you do it for yourself for the most part, because you're generating a feed. You can use other accounts to plus other people's things, but if you're going to be using the RSS syndication method to communicate your message to the world, I recommend that you only plus your own items, because you're going to be generating traffic to the items and the links and the URLs and the platforms that you're sharing. Now I know that sounds antisocial. It's really not, because if you really find somebody's material or link valuable enough to share, you should copy and paste it or snag it or embed it on your blog post and then send your link out. We get into that in our advanced curation course, but just it's important for you to know as you're using the +1. Now what do I mean by +1? Well, there's several things that you can use to plus. Like hopefully you can see up here in my browser bar, there's a bookmarklet. This is called a bookmarklet. I can +1 using that. A lot of pages have +1 items. So to give you an example, let me do it what's called a shallow plus. of Ramona's video. Okay, let's go to a video that's hers. Let's go to one of her recent posts. Okay. Let's go down here to Trust Us, a video by Monsanto. Okay. It's a little blurry, but on her blog, she does not currently have a G+ active. And that definitely, oh, well, here you go, down here. It needs to be remedied, but the difference between deep and shallow plus, I hope, is clear to you. Now I should be logged in as Ramona. Let me, oh yeah, okay, that's good. I hope it's clear to you, but you would just simply press this button, and this little widget, it opens a window. Sometimes it opens it right here. If I use this, it'll open it right here. It allows you to create a status update, and it's going to be displayed directly on Ramona's page. You see that? I could type in blah, 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 and that would post it to her status update for the world to see. In other words, a content. You could even copy and paste this whole article and stick it in here. Google Plus has no character limit, all right? And that's important to know. But a lot of the times you don't have time to write something, okay? So you can just do a shallow plus, okay? And I'm not emailing to her circles just yet. That's a topic, so I don't want you to get in trouble. But let's just bypass that and do what's called a shallow plus, which is just to simply plus this article and share it. If you do that, what happens is it still gets posted, just not on her status update. And almost nobody understands this and knows how it works. Okay, so let's go back to her page. If I do a quick refresh, what happens when you do a shallow plus, meaning you do not comment, is you will see it right here under this +1 tab. So instead of having it under the posts where you would see Ramona's commentary and so on and so forth, this was done a little bit earlier, okay, you would actually only see it here. Let's try another one using a different kind of curation tool. Let's use the bookmarklet instead of the button that was already on her site. Let's go find another article. This is great to give to outsourcers and the rest, especially when you know that every time you just simply click one little button or one bookmarklet, it's going to go out and be syndicated and pinged on Pingler, as well as going out to all the directories. This is especially powerful when you've got videos that you're buttoning when you're +1ing. Okay, I'm going to use this little +1 bookmarklet. I'll show you where you can get various +1 bookmarklets. But let's just take another one of the best far infrared heating pads are back. Okay, I'm going to go up here to a bookmarklet, okay, and just click it, and it's going to go. Now, I can share by doing a status update, or I can simply press that +1, okay? Okay, so I believe I've already +1'd it. Let's just go over here and double check. I didn't create any comments or anything, so you should be able to see that in her +1 stream. There it is. Okay, there was no commentary, and if I go over to her posts, it's not going to be in her posts, okay? So that's what you call shallow plussing. Shallow because you're not doing any work, you're not adding any value, all you're doing is bookmarking something. But we're teaching you how to turn that into a feed, because you're going to take that +1, that shallow plus, and it's going to be syndicated through all the directories using the directory methods. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you. Now imagine what you can do with that. You can have your own outsourcing team automatically plus all the things that you do. You can set them up with their individual accounts that they keep with you if they ever leave your company. And you can have one of their daily tasks be plussing your streams as they come through. And you know that when they're plussing them, they're going to be going out to the various locations, the bookmarklet systems, OnlyWire, all the directories, the blog directories. And you can even do this with videos. You can have videos coming through and you can shallow plus them, and then they go out to the directories in the form of a feed, and you can mix them with other feeds. It's incredibly powerful. And moreover, people don't know how to do it. Okay, I mean, it really does matter. It creates a great campaign for you and keeps your blogs and your interested parties getting pinged, your interested posts getting pinged by other platforms. And you want that. You want Google Plus to be sending traffic back to your site. Okay, it also helps you get them indexed in the search engines. Now the status update is best for getting indexed in the search engines, but you're doing all of this at once, and it does afford you some easy ways to curate all the content and then re-syndicate them out to the various services. Okay, and we'll get into all the craziness about how that works. On the next video when we come back, what I've just taught you how to do is essentially how to take a Google Plus personal page code, turn it in, put it through our software, turn it into the two types of RSS feeds, which is shallow and deep plus. On the next video, when I come back, I'm going to talk about the different softwares and tools you could use to syndicate these URLs through, and it will help you get some more reach and gain some more reach. I'm going to give you a lot of ideas, not necessarily get into the specifics of everything, because these are all part of our One Feed course that's coming out, but I'm not going to leave you hanging. Any of the things that I'm going to show you can easily be learned. You can easily learn how to do them on the web, even though this is not a comprehensive course on every possible feed threading scenario. These ideas should be well and above anything that you've ever received before on how to get a little traffic and social signal to your Google Plus feed. All right, I'll see you on the next video.